From here in T-Town, it's ESPN College Football Primetime presented by Geico. We got Houndstooth meeting up with Hotty Toddy, #1 team in the country, steamrolling their way through the first month of the season. 4-0 Alabama against Ole Miss, as Ole Miss will receive. Alabama won the toss and deferred. Jalen Jones on the return for the Rebels, and he is met with excellent coverage just beyond the 10-yard line. And that was
and they expect him to play 40 to 50 snaps tonight.
3rd down and 4. Patterson downfield, but unable to connect with DK Metcalf. Coverage came from
time during the timeout to get the play call they want.
Stacked up with Foster. They're going to swing it instead to Ridley, and with Foster leading the way, a first down for Al. 3rd down and 6 now. Hurts. He's going to tuck, so capable in doing this, and easily gets the first down and more. Inside the 10, and you get a glimpse of why some think he's the best runner on the team overall.
Now this is what makes him so difficult.
Here's Big Bo. Score it. Tie. Bo Scarborough. Former Ole Miss kicker who transferred to Alabama. That wasn't for the Rebels. 3rd and 4. The slant picked off by Wallace. Levi Wallace.
Well, what is DeMarcus Lodge doing? He just quit on the play. Beautiful play, no doubt, by Wallace. Is winning those battles so far.
It was the
teams, and that's where they're shining right now.
Now Wilkins with a lot of open space, up and over with the hurdle.
Needs more plays like that out of their running game.
On the seam now, complete to Metcalf. Tide coming after him. Patterson kept his balance, looking to shake free, and then is driven down by Isaiah Buggs.
See, as soon as really taken to that new role.
Hurts. Good strike downfield to Cam Sims. And Sims turns it on inside the 10. Unfortunately, his family's home was unaffected by the hurricane. 2nd and goal. Hurts to the end zone. Touchdown, Hale Hedges.
Let the tight end Hedges get behind him to the back of the end zone.
Patterson quickly gets it to Metcalf on the outside, and he shakes free all the way out towards midfield. Finally tracked down. 1st down at midfield. Patterson trying to extend the play as Buggs applies some pressure, launches it downfield, and it is caught by DeMarcus Lodge.
And that is where Shea Patterson is.
Over the middle, inside the 10 to Jefferson. He's going to be about 3. He was actually injured at Cal too. Hurt his hamstring on his plant leg attempting a kick. And they are happy to have him back. His 52nd career field goal. They got a little. How about 3 touchdowns on only 12 carries last week too. Here's the quick swing to Ridley. Turns the quarter for another Tide 1st down.
Really nice.
Showing some pressure right up the middle. 3rd down and 7. Hurts downfield and gets it complete to the freshman Jerry Jeudy.
It's amazing. And that's all he complains about every time we talk to him, is how hard it is to get kids to buy into that consistency of performance.
Well, and he does it better than anybody, Nick Saban. Jerry Jeudy, little stop and start, going to be a yard short. And you think about the other. Jalen Hurts a very good runner himself. Here's fourth down. Scarborough pushes ahead with ease to move the chains.
Well, they started out by showing it plays tonight, but this offensive line group, the better they get, the more devastating this offense is going to be.
And fresh legs with Josh Jacobs. Play action. Hurts backs up to the 30. And another touchdown for the Tide. Josh Jacobs. Different running backs check in for Alabama. Jacobs the latest. And just like that, well, that moves it past midfield for Ole Miss. Penniman, as he runs the ball inside the 40-yard.
The running back Penniman.
Pressure in the A-gap. Patterson is swarmed and brought down by the All-American Minkah Fitzpatrick as this is whistled down after the sack and a loss of 12 for Kentucky against Ole Miss. Here's Hurts on 3rd and 3 as he hits the accelerator. Holly?
Well, Joe, you spoke of that history that was made against. Embrace that historical moment.
That is a great footnote on a story that's been well celebrated throughout the day, Holly. Here's Foster now, coming all the way around, swinging and getting loose into open space. Robert Foster.
You know, one of the things Brian Dable has added.
They call it here for Coach Saban. Hurts, first down pass, and once again, Josh Jacobs, similar to what they did for the touchdown. 3rd and 19. Hurts extending the play. Rifled that thing into the end zone to Ruggs, who couldn't attempt. 8 for 10 on the year. And that was off the mark. Third and 22. As they quickly get it to Wilkins, and he is met by Keith Holcomb. This is a different beast on the road against number 1. Diggs makes the first man miss, already past midfield. Ball is out, and it looks like it went right into the hands of another Alabama player, and it did, to the Tide's advantage. It'd be here in Tuscaloosa. Hurts on the run, and it was well blocked, and look at him stride close to the 10-yard line. Devontae Smith, the freshman. Here he is again, straight up the middle, and a touchdown for the Tide. 10-yard touchdown run for Jalen Hurts.
We talked to Wesley McGriff last. Different type of offense.
And McGriff, the opposing defensive coordinator. Harrison, A-gap pressure as Patterson can't get away from Ronnie Harrison.
See, I don't like the idea of motioning to empty against Alabama because.
And Jalen Hurts had nearly 200 yards passing in that first half and 94 yards rushing as Damian Harris gashes him for a big chunk play. Look at Damian Harris to open up this second half. Hurts steps up and throws downfield to Robert Foster, as this will be 48-yarder. Starting punter, and let's see if he has it. Some funny action on it, but good enough. So that's the way they're doing it here. Earlier in his career, off on the sidelines now. Ole Miss trailing by 35. Deshaun Hands as they back off the pressure this time, and was thrown into the ground as he couldn't connect with Wilkins. His team Elite 11 quarterback competition. And Ole move the chains with a run from Harris. Holly, second best running back nationally. And he just trots into the end zone. I mean, he made that look all too easy.
Well, that's the second time on this drive that Alabama did that, and that was hurry.
True freshman quarterback and a true freshman running back coming right down the field. Christian Miller and Terrell Lewis, key parts of that linebacker core who were lost in the opener against Florida State. Here's 2nd and 7. Patterson floats it downfield to Knox. Thrown to the inside of Metcalf as a flag is down. And he's back at the 4. Patterson just gets rid of it at the last second, but a little too much on it for Jefferson. As a turnover on downs. And Josh Jacobs to the outside, and here goes Josh Jacobs. No matter who is in at running back for Alabama, it has been the same story. For Josh Jacobs to Tagovailoa at quarterback for Bama. Freshman, lefty, gonna crank it up and completes it to Ridley, who dives ahead to the 3-yard line.
In the end zone.
Tagovailoa scores it on the ground. And Alabama is over half a hunch.
Rest of the evening. Very workmanlike, efficient effort by that group up front. And in your fantasy team, you're doing really well.
Jordan Wilkins with one little jump cut and another good move as he's past midfield.
Cloud over you as a team, but you can only worry about the things you can do something about.
4th down and 11. And that ball is picked off by Wallace again. Levi Wallace had a pick 6 earlier, and now the interception here in the 3rd quarter. With Bo Scarborough or Derrick Henry, big-bodied guy at over 6'2" and 230 pounds. And here he goes. As he's just inside the 10-yard line. To the end as the Aggies came up with the win, and now they stand at 4-1, waiting for this Alabama team to come to College Station. Incomplete as he was looking Ruggs' way.
Back run, but I don't think they'll throw the football here.
4th and 2. And sprint to the left and throws it into the end zone to Ruggs for a touchdown. Yet another great-looking freshman player, Henry Ruggs.
That time gets to finish it with the touchdown catch.
And he has great work ethic. Everybody in Oxford raves about him as he takes a shot downfield, and a great effort that time by Lodge.
You know, DeMar yet to convert a 3rd down. They're 0 for 11 in the ball game. Make
High,
that 0
but
for 12.
caught by Jefferson.
The assistant offensive coordinator and receivers coach, has some head coaching experience. Been in college football for a long time. This offense is very efficient right now.
3rd and 4 as Keith was wide open, and Tagovailoa.
Probably so. Demanding.
Tagovailoa weaving his way and sliding down at the 40.
You see how he stayed in bounds too. Just
Robinson again, this time to the 20, and the beat just goes on and on and on.
With your players than any assistant coaches do. The other coaches are restricted by hours of meeting, but not strength coaches.
Here is Clark as he gets inside the 10. You know, first and goal. Going to run Clark again. And Bama is going to score again. And I think they can write in whatever number they want on that scoreboard tonight.
And you know what? This is as much on Ole Miss.
That's the reality of it.
Their defense, some key guys are starting to add up.
There's the shovel pass that doesn't get anything as Williams was right on top of it. Deshaun Hand was. Jalen Hurts ran for over 100 yards, had a couple of touchdown passes, a touchdown run, and Bama, boy, oh boy, were they something.